Yeski, Cowboy Jim, Yusuf and Lucille, Julene, LK. LK, did you ever get that genealogy part taken care of? If not, because I don't remember you sending me anything else on that, please email me the email addresses of people that didn't show up. Okay, we should be able to get that thing squared away. We've got direct access to Capil now, um, so please send that info to me, please. Um, Kanev, Stafford. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna get this. No, I'm not. I know I'm not. I thought I was going to get it. Hupper. Yeah. Thank you for coming on the screen. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce your name, but that's all right. John Ames, how you doing? Stafford and Dennis. Hey Tracy, how are you? Thomas and Clarence. Boom boom. Lyndon, Ken and Joe and Yuri and Tony, Charles, Heather, Lou, Harry, Hank. Harry, how's that lovely wife of yours? How's Mary doing? Give my best to her and to the fur babies. Al Mitchell and Colby, G and Ron Benson. Okay, let's go on. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. Names were coming on as I was doing that, so I do apologize. Okay, we've got a lot of work to do, so let's go on and get to it. So I've got my list here of what we're going to cover, and we will have optional Q&A. Hopefully, we'll have time for that. What I'm going to probably do is stop at uh, at each section, make sure we're okay there, take a couple questions. I won't be able to do it indefinitely because of the time. Obviously, we have the corporate Zoom at 9 o'clock, and I'll be jumping on to that. And hopefully, you will too as well. All right. So, number one, so the purpose of tonight's Zoom is to make sure that we're all prepared um, for um, for the launch, which doesn't sound like it's going to be that far away. So let me show my screen. So on Monday evening, bear with me. On Monday evening, David Track came on. He's the founder. All right. So Monday evening, Track came on to kind of give us the launch plan. It's going to be in 3 phases. Many of you were on there. We then sent out a video, kind of a Cliff Notes version, late Monday night and then on yesterday. And then I sent out the full video. So if you missed Monday night and you wanted to watch uh, the entire Zoom, you could do that. Okay. Even if not, if you feel like you got it, great. But anytime I send out a YouTube video, I'm going to ask you to like the video, leave some sterling comments, even if you don't watch it, because maybe you've seen the content before. What that does is that helps us to rank. We already have a few naysayers out there, a few detractors on YouTube. And so the more we can get positive, informative videos ranked, the more we can push those naysayers down. And so that would help. Also, once we get going and we start seeing some profitability, when we do Zooms with our folks, we'll do some giveaways, likely mostly in Sosana. Okay. And so I'll take from people that have liked and subscribed and left some comments. I may go back and take a video that we did a month ago. All right. And give away, some Sosana. And it'll be random, but it'll be based on someone who made some sterling comments. Okay. So let's just cover real quickly the launch plan, and then we'll get into the things we need to make sure that everyone is make sure everybody's taken care of. Okay. So number one, this week, and we're now in the middle of the week. All right. They're stress testing, and the plan is by the week's end to get the smart contract to the auditors. Now, this is taking a little while because once they go live, once the smart contract actually goes live, there's going to be sections of it they won't be able to do anything about. They won't be able to make any modifications or what have you. My understanding, and I'm not the tech person, is that there might be some areas in the smart contract that are not, not what's the word I'm looking for? Not critical to our launching. All right, that they may leave some things open that allow them to make some minor modifications, but not to things like a backdoor. So we've got to get that clean a clean bill of health, that there's no backdoor, that there's no potential of a rug pull. Okay. Now, number two, once they have a clean audit. So what Mark has explained to me, and of course, I'm building a really good relationship with Mark. I'm sure after we've launched, I'll get a chance to spend a little more time with David Track. And we've messaged from time to time, David Track, but I'm very uh, understanding that, he's trying to get things launched. Mark and I, we communicate almost on a daily basis, um, whether it's by actual text, whether it's by telegram or whether it's by an actual phone call. Okay. Um, what Mark has relayed to me is that, if we want to make sure the audit is clean, no back doors, no potential rug pulls. Okay. There could be some things that the auditors say, hey, you might want to consider doing this and you might want to consider doing that. Now, if this or that in this example isn't pertinent to our ability to launch with a clean contract, no backdoor, no rug pull, okay, then they'll likely go on and launch and fix those things that can be fixed, or alter those things that the auditing company comes back with. Now, obviously, if they come back and said, nope, there's a back door, nope, there's a potential rug pull, then they're going to have to make sure that's resolved. Okay. Um, I know what it's like to promote something that didn't go the way you wanted it to go. And then the people that you love and care about, our community, put money out. All right. And things didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. And those folks are out of money. So I know what that feels like. I know that they know they got to get this right. All right. They can't come back to the community and say, we had a rug pull. That cannot happen. All right. They would lose all credibility in any type of smart contract or what have you. All right. So this is taking a little bit longer, but I believe it's going to be well worth it. Mark, okay. So the audit should take anywhere from 1 to 3 business days from the time they get a clean audit. They're not trying to extend this out another couple weeks. They're not trying to extend this out another week. Okay. I've heard a day or two, 24 to 48 hours, once we have a clean audit. That's why I want to make sure everybody's ready to go. You've got your Phantom wallet set up, you've got Solana, or you know how to quickly get Solana so that you can be in position to swap it. Now, they are going to let us know, so we will know. I just don't think it's going to be a week out once we get the clean audit. If they get a clean audit on Tuesday of next week, let's say, okay, I would expect that we would be launching, by the end of next week. All right. Okay. Now, that's what I've been told, not those dates. That if it's a clean audit, we're not taking a week or 2 weeks to get this thing launched. Okay. Uh, Mark did say on Monday night we are running out of time, meaning we're running out of time to make sure that everybody is in position. Okay. Um, Now, sounds like the launch is going to be in 3 phases. So one of the things um, is we've got the token, we've got the utility, all right, and that's the voting apparatus, all right, and then we've got the affiliate program. Originally, they were going to launch everything at one time. Mark uh, uh, went to David and said, you know what? We've got these three moving parts. Let's get the token launched. That the smart contract is ready. Let's get that token launched. Let's verify the smart contract. This is what we want. Get it to the auditors. Let's get the token launched first and foremost. Okay. That's what we're all here for initially, right? Now, the utility and the affiliate program, I don't know which would be second and then third. I don't believe they're going to launch both at the same time. One of the things that Mark shared with me, and he shared this with me previously before David said it on Monday, I was just told I couldn't say anything. So I didn't say anything, okay? Um, it's basically going to be three phases. So we'll have the token coming out first. Then we'll either have the utility, the voting, and then the affiliate structure, or it might be vice versa. Okay, might be vice versa. Now, what that means, real quickly, on the affiliate side, which I will cover a little bit further on tonight. Okay, because some people have asked me, well, what's this community hub membership that you're talking about? Okay, you may hear them say affiliate membership. You may hear them say community hub membership. You'll likely hear me call it the community hub membership. And here's why you'll hear me focus in on that. Because once all of this is launched, okay, let's say all three phases are in the marketplace. So we bring on a new person, okay? That new person may not be a marketer. They may not even be thinking about wanting to tell other people. To me, if we're calling it the affiliate membership, that may turn off their brain on becoming a member of the community hub membership. That's why I'm going to refer to it as the community hub membership. The community hub membership, the real big piece there is the fact that only community hub members are going to know about pre-launch projects. So the voting that we'll be doing every 2 weeks to start, those aren't pre-launch projects. Those are projects that are already in the public sphere. Okay. Now, they may not be very well known. All right. But they're already out there in the public sphere. They've got tokens and what have you. A pre-launch project is something that's coming on the horizon. It has not launched yet. Okay. Now, when are you and I going to have the best opportunity to buy tokens at bargain basement prices? It's going to be the pre-launch. Okay. Now, there won't be tokens available yet, but we'll know about those projects before the rest of the world does, so that we'll be able to follow those projects, so that when that project does launch and it launches its token, all right, we'll be able to get in on that token, very, very early on. Only community hub members will have that access. Okay. So it's going to be worth someone being a community hub member, whether or not they ever choose to refer anyone. That's why I refer to it as a community hub membership. When I'm on a corporate Zoom, whatever the corporate lingo is, I'll use. But when we're doing stuff with our community, all right, and we will be doing presentation Zooms with our community and what have you. I know I've been focusing on the corporate now, which I'll continue to do. But I know that some folks kind of like how we break things down. Boom Boom reached out to me last night and told me he likes how I like to break it down to the nth degree to make sure that we understand it as we undertake it. Okay, so that helps you understand the launch plans. The fact that they're not launching the affiliate side immediately. Now, when I say immediately, it may be 2, 3, 4 weeks down the road. Means that for most of us who understood the community hub membership, that it's $99 in Sosana, Reverend Don. Okay. When they open it up, they'll have that 48-hour window to get it for $99 for a lifetime. We want to do that. because if we don't do that, then we won't be in the community hub. We won't know about the pre-launch projects. If number two, we come back later on, oh, I think I want to get that community hub because I saw Jim Burrow posting that he bought a token of a pre-launch project that I knew nothing about because I was a community hub member, and he got a 10 times on that. I want to be a community hub member. Well, you're going to pay more, and you're going to pay annually. You're going to pay between $149 and $299 in Sosana versus $99 once it launches. Somebody reached out to me and they said, look, I don't have a lot of resources right now. All right. I've got enough to buy $50 worth of Sosana, but I don't have enough to buy the community hub membership right now at the $99. Great. And the reason I'm saying great is because we don't have to worry about the 99 right now. Okay. And what I'm hoping, can't promise, I'm hoping that by the time they do launch the affiliate membership, that we're at least at 10 times or maybe even more of our day one Sosana purchases. Okay. So if someone, let's say someone only had, they had $50 for the initial Sosana purchase. Okay. And by the time the affiliate program comes out, that $50 worth is now $500 worth. Well, they only have to send in $99 worth. If somebody was going to purchase the membership now now when it launches at $99, and because it won't launch right away, we're up 10 times. That $99 would now be worth $990. Okay. All right. So let's make sure that we've got this taken care of. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to come off screen share. All right. So now I need to see the hands, the digital hands. So down in your toolbar, you should be able to see where it says raise hands. I need to see a raise of digital hands if you do not have your Phantom wallet set up. Raise your digital hand if you do not have your digital wallet set up. I see Dennis, iPhone. I see Cheryl. Is that Massey or Macy? I think it's Macy. All right. I only see two hands. Is there anybody else? Anybody else? I see Heather O. Thank you. I see Dennis iPhone. I see Cheryl Macy. I see Heather O. Okay. All right. So you beautiful people do not have your Phantom wallet set up. Now, Cheryl, I know you just got registered. I think you just got registered maybe today. I don't know about you, Heather. I see Hank. Okay. Now, here's what I need you to do. All right. I need to make sure that you do one of a few things here. So let me give you, let's do this. You do not have your Phantom wallet set up. All right. I want you to email me. Oops, let me put this. Bear with me. I need to show my screen again. Hank, Heather, Cheryl. There was somebody else. iPhone. There was an iPhone. Somebody. Okay. So I'm going to tell you where there, Dennis, there we go. Thank you, sir. All right. I'm going to tell you where there's content, very simple to set up, where there's content that walks you through the setup. Okay. And go on and take down our team's email address. I'm the one that sees the emails. I'm the one that responds. Admin at the cashflowclub.info. Okay. Notice .info versus .com. All right. So now the fact that you're on here means that you either have the Cash Flow Club portal. It's a free portal. All right. Or you can get the Cash Flow Club portal. Again, it's a free portal. If you don't have your portal or you don't know how to log into your portal, shoot me an email and let me know I need access to the portal. I'm going to show you where the content is on how to set up your Phantom wallet. It is in the Cashflow Club portal. Bear with me. It is under Getting Started. It is under Sosana Setup. All right. So if you don't have a Cashflow Club portal, email me. Let me know who referred you to our community so I can give you the right link to the portal. All right. I'll look them up. If they're not there, we'll make sure you get connected either way. Okay. So step number one is setting up your Phantom wallet. Okay. Now I tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to let me see if I have a browser that doesn't have Phantom on it. Give me a moment. I'm going to do it real quick just to show you how quick it is. But I do want you to go back through this video. Give me a moment here. Those of you who have this set up, just bear with us. Be mindful of maybe just how intimidating crypto was for you before you started to set up your first wallet. Okay. So, and I'm only doing this to show you just how easy it is. To set it up. Okay. Now I do everything on the computer. So if you need to do this on your phone, all right, go to YouTube. Um, and I'm sure there's somebody will show you how to set up the Phantom wallet on your phone. First, I'm just going to take this off. I'm going to remove that. This is my Phantom wallet. That's one I use for testing. And I'm just going to go to phantom.com, phantom.com. Now I'm going to go through this real fast. All right. And you can slow things down when you go through the video and the download and the Cashflow Club. All right. Click download. Again, I'm going through this very fast. I'm using Firefox right now. And I'm simply going to click add to Firefox. So we're going to use Phantom because Phantom over here, add, and the little symbol for it is this little ghost looking character. I wish they called it something else. I wish they had a different, but in any event. um, there's going to be a couple little quick nuances I'm going to show you in the video that's there. But I'm going to click on create new wallet. I'm going to create a seed phrase. Make sure you create a seed phrase. You'll understand that better in the video. I'm putting in a passcode. If you don't have your Phantom wallet set up, even though I'm doing this real quickly, please watch that video because there's a few nuances I just don't have time to cover. Bear with me. All right. Do a username, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. That was it. And here we are. All right. It was that quick. Watch the video to understand there was something I did there that you need to have a clear understanding so you don't lose your assets. All right. But I just want to show you just how simple that is. Okay. So we got to first set up our Phantom wallet. First, set up our Phantom wallet. You'll go back through the cash flow club. You'll do that. If you don't remember how to access the cash flow club, or you don't even have a cash flow club, you're going to do what? You're going to email me at admin at the cashflowclub.info. Okay. All right. So there's the Phantom wallet. Okay. Now, number two, number two, I tell you what, let me stop there for just a moment. See if there were any questions about that. All right. So let's have everybody I'm going to put down everybody's hand. And if you have a question about what I just showed you, you'll raise your hand again. Lower. Does anybody have any questions on what you need to do to get your Phantom wallet set up? Raise your digital hand in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, good. All right, number two. Now we need to ensure that everyone either has Solana or you know how to get Solana. If you do not have Solana and you do not know how to get Solana, I need to see your digital hands, please. You do not have Solana. You do not know how to get Solana. I need your digital hands. Okay. All right. Right now, I only see two hands. I see Cheryl. I see Francis Charles. Hey, Francis. Is that it? I don't have Solana and I have no clue how to get it. Heather. Got it. I just see those three hands. Is that it? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So for those of you who, Ronnie, thank you, Ronnie. All right. Anybody else? You don't have Solana and you don't know how to get Solana. Only have 4 hands up. There's 54 people on. I only have 4 hands up. Cheryl, Francis, Heather, and Ronnie. No, don't feel embarrassed if you don't know how. That's what we're here for, is to walk you through it. Okay. All right. So the same thing is what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the cash flow club. So the cash flow club, for those of you who don't know, is our training and promotional hub. Our training and promotional portal is absolutely free. Now, right now, I have not loaded up promotional content as it relates to Sosana. We will be doing that. Okay. Right now, promotionally, the only thing that's there is our flagship Forex project called the Apex account, but we'll be adding Sosana in there. You'll have promotional pieces and what have you. What is there right now are the initial steps to get started with Sosana. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into your cash flow club back office. If you don't have the cash flow club, or you don't know how to get back into your portal. Some of you maybe have the portal and you don't even remember that you registered for it because maybe it's been a while since you have paid attention to what we've been talking about. Okay. This message is resonating like we've not seen anything resonate in a little while. All right. So we're going to go back to the cash flow club. We are still under getting started. still under Sosana setup. And oh, by the way, if you're here and you haven't registered yet, I didn't ask that question. If you haven't registered to be a part of Sosana, I will ask that question in a moment and have you to raise your hands just so I can see. Then step 2 back here is to register your Sosana account. Okay. Now, for those of you, you've registered your Sosana account. 1, good, congratulations. However, you have not put your affiliate link, your Sosana affiliate link in the Cash Flow Club back office. You need to come to step 2. Let me see if I can give you a fast forward. Good day, beautiful. Kind of that video. What I would do, I want to change that right now. So I'm going to click on where it says so affiliate link. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at your personal referrals. Make a note of this. Come to, okay. All right. And what you, about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Make a note of this. If you have not loaded your Sosana affiliate link into the Cashflow Club back office, go into your Cashflow Club back office, go to getting started, go to Sosana setup, and you need to be at video number 2 at about the 7 minute and about the 7 minute mark. Okay. I show you how to load your Sosana link in the Cashflow Club back office. Now, why is that going to be important? That's going to be important for those of you that will want to refer others, because we're going to have some phenomenal content back here that you can give people what we call pages. So let me show you an example of one. Here's a page. Give me a moment. Here's a page that is for the Apex account, our flagship Forex account. But we'll make pages like this that have the Sosana conversation in it, designed for you to be able to give away valuable content that shares the Sosana message. Now, when we do this from a promotional standpoint, we do not, hear me again, we do not want to send prospects to YouTube. Have I been putting out YouTube videos? Yes, because you're part of our community. Okay. And I want to rank on YouTube, but I want to rank on YouTube for people who just happen to stumble across the name Sosana and go to YouTube to find out about it. I don't ever want you sending a prospect to YouTube to get the information. And the reason being is there's a lot of competitive voices. So if you send your prospect to YouTube, all right, and let's say Cowboy Jim has a YouTube channel, and Cowboy Jim is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and the person who went to go get the YouTube content sees that Cowboy Jim, ooh, I wonder if he's a Cowboys fan, because I'm a delusional Cowboys fan too. No, we ain't won nothing since Professor had hair. That's been a long time ago. I don't want you to lose your folks to YouTube. Or there could be some detractors out there. There's already people trying to get in front of the Sosana traffic that, have negative things to say, not based on fact. All right. There's one guy who's got videos with his shirt off. And I'm like, dude, please put your shirt on. He did a video. He's up at a board writing, and I'm seeing underarm hair. Now, why would I want to join you in anything? But he's trashing Sosana because he doesn't like somebody who's promoting Sosana. He's got some vendetta against him. I don't know what that issue is. I don't care. All right. But he's saying stuff that's not true. And then he's simply trying to get people to do a deal with him, to join him in something else. You're going to have that kind of stuff on YouTube. All right. So when we promote, we don't want our videos to be on YouTube. So notice this video is not on YouTube. Okay. This will give great content. It will invite people to get our free portal, the same cash flow club that you have. It will invite them to watch the content that they're interested in, let's say Sosana or Apex account, or maybe both. Okay. And then when they're ready to get started, it will tell them go to the getting started section. So really all you have to do if you want to promote is give away the content that we're going to have plenty of in the Cashflow Club back office. All right. So now, since we're going to, many of you will be giving away the content to get people into the portal, when they're ready to join, we're going to be telling them, go to getting started. Under getting started, we're going to tell them to go to the affiliate center and go on and join Sosana. All right. So you need to have your link programmed in here so that when we walk them through the process and we say, click sign up, that it takes your prospect to your affiliate page. Okay. And that's all free for you. It's not free for me. It costs me every month, but it's free for you. Okay. So you need to make sure that you come under Sosana setup. Those of you that have your affiliate link, but you've not programmed it in, come to the second video. You can go about 7 minutes in, and that'll take you through how to get all that done. Now, those of you who don't have Solana, so let me explain that. Let me explain that real quickly. Bear with me. Okay, we are going to be getting Sosana. Sosana. The name Sosana, because we are a meme coin, is a take on the name of the network that we're built upon. We're built upon Solana. Okay. Solana is the sixth largest blockchain. You may hear me say blockchain. You may hear me say network. I'm saying the same thing. Now, I may have somebody who's more crypto educated than I am that may come back and say, hey, Prof, there's really a difference between the two. Okay. All right. I'm trying to make it very simple for the average person. All right. And if someone does come back and correct me, then we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. So with Sosana, because we're built on the Solana network, we need to buy Solana. We need to get Solana, one. Two, once we launch, not before. Once we launch, we're going to convert or swap. I'm saying the same thing. We're going to swap our Solana for Sosana. Okay. All right. So we need to make sure you know how to get Solana. What are we going to have you to do? Come right back to the Cash Flow Club, buying Solana, so you can ultimately swap Solana for Sosana is right back here. Now, what this is going to do, what this video is going to do, it's going to give you a number of different sources. Now it's very difficult to just hone in on one source because we're going to have people as a part of our community all across the globe. So one source may work in one jurisdiction that may not work in another jurisdiction. And this is where I'm going to need you to take some time to go to YouTube University or Google or AI to find the best solution for you. Now, if you have Coinbase, that might be an option for you. You can actually buy Solana in the Phantom wallet. That will not work for everyone. It may work for some. So I would try it, especially if you're buying smaller amounts. Right here where it says buy SOL with cash. SOL is the trading symbol for Solana. Okay. So you can come in under here. You can buy with debit. Now it says credit card. Most people have a challenge buying with credit card. Most credit card companies um, are not the best friends with crypto because there's always the potential that someone could buy crypto with a credit card, then come back in a month or 2 months or what have you and say that that was a fraudulent charge or what have you. And now that crypto is long gone. All right. Debit cards, you may very well be able to use a debit card. You've got um, MoonPay, which is a third party platform where you may be able to buy some with MoonPay. Robinhood, I did have someone tell me the other day that they bought some with PayPal and that it went through flawlessly. They didn't buy much. I want to say they bought $100 worth of Solana, and then they got $95 worth of Solana when all the fees were said and done. Okay. There's also something called a central exchange. Coinbase is a central exchange. My favorite central exchange is crypto.com. My favorite central exchange is crypto.com. Okay. Now, what they allow you to do, Coinbase does this too, is you can tie a debit card and even your checking account to crypto.com. Now, the reason I'm a bigger fan of crypto.com than Coinbase, Coinbase can be they can be a challenge at sometimes to deal with. Okay. I haven't used Coinbase in years for whatever reason. They kicked me out and they never even told me why. Um, with crypto.com, I've tied my debit card to it. I've also set up something called an ACH where it can just pull from your checking account. All right. If I do a debit card transaction, I'm going to pay a small fee, but it's small relative to other options. Um, I think it ranges from 1.9% to maybe a little over 3%. Where I am, I pay 2.9% on a debit card purchase. So I can purchase Solana with a debit card. I'm going to pay a small transaction fee, but it is in my crypto wallet immediately. Okay. One thing I can do with crypto.com that I know some people are more challenged with Coinbase. Not everyone, but some folks have been challenged with this, is I can move my Solana from crypto.com immediately into my Phantom wallet. I've only had one person so far that wasn't able to move it immediately. They had to wait 24 hours. I forgot who that was, but somebody had to wait 24 hours before they bought their crypto, bought the Solana with the debit card. It took 24 hours before they can move it over to their Phantom wallet. All right. That's the only person I've had tell me they couldn't do it immediately, and 24 hours was not that bad. I've had a number of people tell me that with Coinbase, it was going to take anywhere from 3 to 5 business days. So that's why I am a crypto.com fan. Okay. Also, I don't have a video of this just yet, but let me give you another option. Some of you have crypto assets. You've got Bitcoin. You've got uh, some type of USDT, maybe USDT ERC20 on the Ethereum network or USDT on Polygon. Now, if you have assets that are built on the Solana network, you can swap those assets inside of Phantom. I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment because we're going to need to know how to do that when we swap for Sosana. Okay. But let's say you've got Bitcoin. All right. Here's another example. If you don't know how to get cryptocurrency, one way that I used to use before I started using crypto.com is I used to use um, Cash App. Cash App allows you to buy Bitcoin straight from your debit card or checking account. Now, we then would have to convert, exchange, swap. All those mean the same thing to me. So if you hear me say convert, I mean swap. If you hear me say swap, I mean convert. If you hear me say exchange, I mean all of those. Okay. All right. So let me show you real quick. I don't have a video on this yet, but it's very simple, very easy. Let's go to, so let's say you've got some existing crypto, or you got a quick way to get some crypto. You've got Cash App, and lo and behold, you could buy Bitcoin right there through Cash App. Okay. They're going to charge you some fees, but that's just the cost of doing business. I'm going to put up two sites that are great sites for you to use to swap, exchange, convert. Okay. One site is changenow.io. Another site is simpleswap.io. Okay. Changenow.io, simpleswap.io. So let's say you've got cryptocurrency assets that are not based on Solana. They're Bitcoin, they're Ethereum based, they're Polygon based, they're what have you. Okay. What you can do is you could go to either one of these. I'll bring up both. I prefer Change Now over Simple Swap. It's faster, usually within just a few minutes. Simple Swap, sometimes the swap takes a little bit longer, but there are times that Change Now doesn't have the assets for you to swap. So let me give an example. Let's say that I've got some USDT on the Ethereum network, and let's say I've got $500 worth, and I want to swap that for Solana. Solana. Okay. Now I need you to be very careful with this. Okay. If you use Change Now or Simple Swap, you're only swapping for Solana, not these other pieces here. Okay. So there's other assets that are on the Solana network that you can swap for. Right now, you're only swapping for Solana, not USDT on the Solana network, not FDUSD on the Solana network. This is what you're looking for right here. SOL, Solana. Okay. All right. So let's say I had $500 worth of USDT. All right. Right now, unfortunately, with changenow.io, I can't swap my USDT for Solana. But if I come over here to Simple Swap, I may be able to. USDT on the Ethereum network is what we're seeing. USDT is tied to the US dollar. So if I had, 500 USDT, I have roughly 500 US dollars. And now let's swap this for Solana. All right. That's why I use one or of these two sites, because I may have one site changenow.io, where for whatever reason, maybe they don't have enough inventory. I can't swap my USDT Ethereum for Solana. But if I come over to Simple Swap, I might be able to do so. Okay. And so this would tell me how much Solana I'm going to get. All right. For my 500 in USDT. And then I would simply click exchange. You can sign up, you'll get a little cash back, but let me sign up is free. Let me just click on where it says exchange. This is very easy to do. And once again, I don't have a video for it, but you can always go to YouTube. How do I swap on changenow.io? How do I swap or exchange on simpleswap.io? So what happens is you would simply put in the wallet address of where you want them to send what you're swapping to. You're swapping to Solana in this example. All right. So this gives me a nice segue. Let's go back to our Phantom wallet. Make sure you know, by the way, this is being recorded. All right. And we'll have this out tomorrow. We'll post it via email as well as via Telegram, our Telegram. Okay. So let me come over here. How do I get out of that? Okay. All right. So in Phantom, we would come down here and we would click on Solana, left click. Your receive address to receive Solana, okay, is going to be right here. We left click on that, and here is your receive address. Now, if you're using your phone and you know the little code thing, you can use that, or you can just copy here. In this case, I do virtually everything on a computer. So let me go back. If I was looking to swap, then I would just put in my Solana address. All right. So there's the Solana address for that particular account. I always like to just verify. I normally will check the first 4 or 5 letters and numbers on the front end and the last 4 or 5 on the back end. Okay. EBN, da da da, GB, GUB. I always like to check that just to make sure. And there we go. EBN8, GUBG. Okay, I've got the right address. And so all I would then do, I'm going to press this now. I'm not going to go through with the transaction. Is I'm going to click where it says create exchange. And now what Simple Swap, changenow.io would do the same thing. It's going to tell me how much of the asset I'm swapping from that I need to send. And that's based on what I told it. I was going to swap 500 USDT. And then it's going to tell me where I need to deposit this 500 USDT. Okay. So let's say I had 500 USDT sitting in my my Exodus wallet. Okay. Then I would go get my address from I'm sorry, I would go in my Exodus wallet and I would then send 500 USDT to this address right here. Okay. Again, YouTube University. Again, Google, even AI. We can really, there's no excuse. Let's not be intimidated. All right. The information is there. We might need to watch the video a couple times. Okay. All right. There's no rush other than we want to get this thing done, you know, over these next couple days. We know we're not launching this week. Okay. I think if the contract had been sent to the auditors, Mark probably would have let me know that. I'll ask him just to find out. Okay. All right. So how do you get Solana? Come back under in your portal, getting started. Sosana, third video here, buying Solana. Okay. If you get stuck, What do I want you to do? Send me an email. You know, the beautiful part about our cash flow club is this means when you do refer others, you're not alone. So sometimes I'll have someone who will email me. I treat them as if I personally sponsor them, although they might be 20 levels below. It doesn't matter. We're here to help build the entire community. Okay. All right. Now, if you haven't tried anything, don't just be emailing me. All right. I need you to go and we need to be big boys and big girls. Go through the content. All right. Then if you get stuck with something, let me know. Okay. All right. So, Phantom, ensure you have Solana. Okay. Let's talk about how we are going to swap. How we're going to swap. All right. So now let's say we find out when the launch is, and we'll likely have another pre-launch Zoom just to make sure again that we're all on the same page. Okay. Now, very important, everybody needs Everybody needs to be in two Telegram rooms. I shouldn't say need, you big boys, big girls. Everybody wants to be in two Telegram rooms. We've got our own Telegram room for the Cash Flow Club. That is not a room where you are talking with other folks because I don't have time to monitor that and make sure there's no bots coming in there or bad guys or bad guyettes coming in there or what have you. Okay. The channel that I have for the Cash Flow Club is for me to post relevant content to what we're doing. Okay. Now, Sosana does have the ability to chat. Okay. And so there's a help and support area. Matter of fact, let me just go real quickly. Okay, so what's that? Give me a moment. Let me make sure I didn't miss something. Why is there a Okay, all right. I'm trying to figure out why Mark posted this address here. Give me a moment. Let me text Mark. Maybe he put that up there. Bear with me. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. That's in an announcement. Hold on. All right, Psalm, if you're on here, I know you're part of our community. I sent him a text, so I don't know if he'll see it. I'm not sure why he posted that, but in any event, everybody needs to make sure that they're in the Sosana Telegram room. This is where they're going to post what's called the contract address. So right now, if we were to go in and we wanted to swap, okay, this right down here is the swap icon, or if you're on the home part, right here, it says swap. So let's say we wanted to swap. All right. Now we would have Solana in our Phantom wallet. We would have Solana in our Phantom wallet. All right. So we would be swapping Solana. Now, obviously, there's nothing in this particular wallet. I just used this for training. Let's say we had two Solana. Okay. Now, so you're going to have the dollar amount. I'm sorry, the number of Solana coins that you have, and that's going to equate to a US dollar amount. Okay. So what you'll see is you've got so many Solana coins, and they represent a particular dollar amount. So if your dollar amount is $500 worth, I think you can switch this. I think, yeah, you can. You can come up here and say $500. So there's this little icon here. And again, I'm going to be putting out the this recorded video. I'm also likely going to make a video where I can hone in on it. All right, where I can make it larger so it's easier to see. I don't know how easy it is for you to see on screen right now. Okay, so let's say, bear with me. Let's say you've got $500 worth. Now I don't actually have any Solana. That's why it's not telling me the amount of Solana. Okay, and we're going to want to swap for Sosana. However, since the new contract is not available yet, we can't swap for Sosana just yet. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to get a contract address. They're going to let us know the day, probably the approximate time that they'll be dropping the contract address. Is going to be in the Sosana Telegram. That's why everybody needs to make sure that they have the Sosana Telegram. If you don't have Sosana Telegram, you're not in the Telegram room, shoot me an email. All right, so we can get that to you. Okay. All right. So now you're going to hit this search button here. Okay. And then you would paste the Sosana contract address in here. Let me see if this is Mark. I just got a text message. I think I still haven't heard back from Mark, but I think hopefully he'll come back, and so nobody is confused. But this right here, I believe, is the old contract address. All right. So this is how we would do this. Okay. This is not the new contract. Nobody go out and try to do anything with Sosana right now. Okay. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. So nobody go out and do anything right now. I'm just doing this for training purposes. All right. So they're going to post a contract address. We're going to go and grab that address. Let's say you on the home page, you clicked on swap. You have Solana up here. Let's say you wanted a US dollar value. Let's say you've got $500 worth of Sosana. Then you're going to click on this search icon, and you would then paste in the Sosana token address. This is the old token address. Do not do anything with this. All right. We will know when they post a new address. Okay. And then we'd simply click on there. And then we would click on swap. And there you go. Okay. So what will we do when we're ready to launch? You've got Solana in your Phantom wallet. You came down, you clicked on Solana. You clicked on swap. We had to search for Sosana. So let's go up here and let's do Solana here. It may not give it to me because I've got no assets. I don't know why I gave it to me before. It's not giving it to me now. All right, but you saw that before. What we did. Let's see. All right. So you saw what we did before. We had Solana up here. I've got no assets. I don't know why why it let me do it before. All right. And then we came down and we put in the under the search, we put in the contract address. And again, it's not letting me do it because I don't have any assets. All right. But I think you saw that. All right. And we'll make sure that you know how to do that because you'll get the recording of this. And I will likely do another video. I think Mark's going to be doing a video too. Um, I'll do a video if he doesn't come out with his by today or early tomorrow. I'll do a video, make sure that we've got it posted in the Cashflow Club back office as well as in Telegram. Now, one other thing we need to do, all right, before we swap, we need to do one other thing. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, so when you get to the screen where you're going to swap Solana for Sosana, before you do that, we need to deal with something called slippage. Now, what is that? Okay. When there is a lot of volume in the marketplace, as we anticipate there will be a lot of volume the day of launch, people are going to be, we've been waiting for it. We're going to have a time frame. We're going to have a countdown timer. Probably we're going to know that this thing's about to happen. And everybody wants to try to get as much Solana as they can, as quickly as they can. Okay. Now, some people may get it for less than a penny. Some people may get it for a penny. Some people may get it for a couple pennies. All right. Even if we get it for nickels or dimes or quarters, I believe, this is me talking, I believe in time we will see $100 Sosana prices. Not right away, but I could certainly see going to $1 very quickly. I could see going to $5 very quickly. I could see going to $10 in the next few months. So even if we got it for a nickel, a dime, a quarter, 50 cents, if it goes from 50 cents to $5, that's still 10 times. And I think over time, we could be looking at $100 or more. And the reason I believe that is because we have such a small supply. Only 88,888,888 tokens will ever be in existence. And we won't see that all at once. We'll see 49% initially. Okay. And then the remainder will come out over a 5-year period. So because of that, that's going to exert a lot of buy pressure because there aren't a lot of tokens relative to many of the other projects. For instance, if we come to crypto.coinmarket.com, I come in out virtually every day, come in under memes because we're technically considered a meme coin, although we actually have utility, or at least we will have utility. Okay. Look at some of the uh, circulating supply, the total number of tokens that's available in the marketplace to be bought or sold right now. Okay. Doge has 150 billion. That's why even though Doge has a market cap of 33 billion, the price is only 22 cents because there's so many tokens in the marketplace. Look at Shiba. Shiba has 589 trillion. That's why Shiba, despite being a $7 billion market cap, is at 0.00001255 because it's got so many. Well, you're going to be hard pressed to find anything on this list that's 88 888 million. Here's one. This is 930 million. Okay, we're 888 million. Okay. So here's a 1.25 billion dollar market cap, and right now it's going for $1.35. So let's use this one as an example. Okay. We know it's going to take us 5 years to have the full circulating supply. So we'd be starting off with about half, 444 million or what have you. Okay. So even if we got to a $1.2 billion market cap with our circulating supply, okay, even if we had the full amount, it would have to be the token price would have to get to $11.25. The way you figure that out, you take a $1 billion market cap, divide that by the max token supply, 888 million. No, 88 million, excuse me, 88 million. So I'm really wrong on that. I said 888 million is 88 million. Excuse me. Boy, I'm way wrong. Okay. So if all Sosana tokens were in circulation on day one, in order for us to become a $1 billion market cap, Sosana token would have to go to 11.25. So while we all want to be there on day one and we want to get as many tokens as we possibly can, somebody's going to get it maybe for less than a penny. Somebody else is it's going to be a fair launch. So I'm not going to know about it any quicker than you're going to know about it. All right. It's fair. We're going to all find out at the same time. Okay. But because of buy pressure, there's going to, the price is going to go up. It may go from less than a penny to a penny to a penny and a half to 2 pennies or what have you. Okay. Now, because of that volume, we need to account for something called slippage. Slippage is when we were clicking the button, the price was one thing, but by the time it goes to the marketplace to execute our order to swap, the price could be different. And we want to make sure we're telling the system we're okay if it's a big difference. Okay. And that way we get in. What we don't want to do is not get in because of slippage. And by the time we figure that the transaction didn't go through, somebody just popped in a $5,000, $10,000 order, and now the price went from a penny to 15 cents, to 1.5 cents. Okay. That doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a 50% return. If we had gotten it at a penny and it went to a penny and a half, that's already a 50% return. All right. So what do we do? When you're on the swap screen, there's these little thingy up here at the top right-hand corner. Little arrows. You left click. Right now it says slippage auto, but the auto slippage isn't accounting for the type of rush that we're likely going to see. So you want to change that from auto, which is looking for low slippage, to a custom percentage. Now, last night, Mark said the minimum he would do would be 10%. I'm going to double that. I'm going to do 20%. Okay. What that means is when I click on swap, the system is saying it's giving me a lot of latitude from the time I click on swap that the prices could have changed. I want to get in. See if I can get in for 1 penny, but um, I didn't have enough slippage, so I don't get it. And now all of a sudden somebody pops in a large purchase, and now it goes up to a penny and a half. It's gone up 50%. So I'd rather allow for a 20% slippage from a penny to 1.2 pennies, as an example. All right. Um, and at least I get in, or I have a better chance of getting in. And so then we would click apply, and now we would make our swap. So we got to the swap screen. We've got Solana ready to swap for Sosana. We're going to click on here. We're going to make sure our slippage is off of auto. I've put mine at 20%, and I'm done. Okay. One other thing. I was asking Mark about the liquidity pool. All right. There's going to be 9.8 million Sosana tokens in that liquidity pool to get things started. Okay. We're not going to run out of tokens. We're going to be good there. The fact that there's 9.8 million there is also a good thing, because that's going to put pressure, meaning all of a sudden you got buys coming in. That is going to raise the price. So just get in. Whether you got in at less than a penny, whether you get in at a penny, whether you get in at a few pennies, a nickel, quarter, what have you. I believe that in time, this might be 2-3 years down the road, I believe Sosana will be a $100 price. Look at this real quick. Look at these tokens. Pudgy Penguins. It's a $2 billion market cap. Okay. Let's see when they started. $2 billion market cap. For Sosana to get to $2 billion, the token would have to be going between 22.50 and 44 and 45, between 22.50 and $45. Okay. When did they start? Last year, 12/17/24. They've got absolutely no utility. They've got some nice promotional stuff. Here's their website. There is no utility, meaning when you hear us say utility, what problem is this project solving? They're solving absolutely nothing. Okay. You can shop for some toys and some figurines. There you go. You can shop. Let's shop for some toys and figurines. I want y'all to, I saw this the other day, blew me away. So you can get you a t-shirt for $60. What solution is that solving? What problem is that solving? You could get this varsity jacket for $330. This is a $2 billion asset that hadn't even been around for a year. You can get you a hoodie for $120. So could we see 2 billion, 5 billion, 9 billion as a market cap in time would put us over $100 a token with max supply. Okay. All right. So I think I'm finished. Everybody should know how to put the contract address in with the search bar. This would be Solana here. I don't have any Solana in this wallet. I just use this for training. This would be Solana. This would be the Sosana. And then we would make sure that we've got slippage to a high amount. I'm doing 20%. Okay. Oh, here's the thing that Mark told me. Mark said, those first purchases, you probably want to keep those smaller so they have a better chance of going through. So I know I know a couple people who are doing 20 grand. I know somebody's doing 10. I know somebody who's doing 5. I know somebody's doing 1,500. Um, I know, quite a few folks that are doing into the hundreds or what have you. Okay. Even if you've got, let's say, 10,000 that you're going to be doing, you might want to go in. Mark suggested less than 1,000 just to make sure that first one goes through. Okay. And then come back and do another one at 1,000 and come back and maybe try to do the next one for 2,000. Try to scale up versus scaling down. By scaling up, then you have the potential of getting the trade at the lowest price. Now that next trade might be a little bit higher. That's okay. Then at the end of your purchasing, then you can just average. You can say, okay, I've got, let's say, I'll do Keith. Keith had Keith used 3921 and he had 1.39 million tokens. What happened there? He had 3921 divided by. No, I think I do it like this. Divided by 3921. No, I did it wrong still. What happened? I figured it out somehow. I forgot how I did it. I'll have to come back. And how did I do that? I figured out that how much he paid per token, but I forgot how I did that. But in any event, let me come off screen. Let's get into any questions. Cheryl and Heather, I'm taking down your hands. Then I'm going to ask if there's any questions or anything I've covered tonight that anyone has. Raise your digital hand. I'll unmute you. You ask your question, and then we'll get ready for the 9 p.m. Any questions from anyone? Don Yeski, I'm coming to you. Anybody else going to raise your hand as we come to Don? Hey, Don, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm awesome, buddy.
That's great. So, number one is the Phantom Wallet decentralized?
Yes,
It is. Okay.
yes.
Um, when the swap goes in, as each swap comes in, does it like stack? And then as the first one is processed, the next one comes down and gets processed. And is that how that works, or is it kind of like a fight to get in?
You mean with everybody coming in?
Yeah.
Um,
Does the system, in other words, if you put in for $1,000 and I came in behind you and put in $1,000 or $500, whatever, and then Sally comes in and puts in $300, and are they stacked? And then your thousand gets processed first, and then mine gets processed behind it, or is it just kind of like who gets in there first and battles it out, or
great question. And because I've not done it on this scale, let me jot that question down so that we can ask that to Mark.
okay?
All right. And
And
if I don't know if my personal Digi mentor is on here or not. If so, Digi mentor, feel free to raise your hand because you know a lot more about crypto than I do. All right, Don, I
yeah,
will make sure we get that question asked and
okay,
answered. Meanwhile, you can also type that in the Sosana Telegram, um, and earmark that for Mark.
okay,
Okay.
I
But
will
I'll
do that.
I'll 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 try to get that answer for you too. Okay, buddy.
All
Did,
right,
did you have
appreciate it.
anything else?
No, that was just it. Thank you.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, Cheryl, I'm coming to you. You should have the ability to unmute. Yes, Cheryl.
Yes. Hi,
Hey,
good evening. Yeah,
good evening.
but the minimum amount that we need to start in Sosana is $99. You say?
No, 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 no. The minimum you want to have at least $50 worth of Sosana in your wallet at all times. That's going to allow you to do the voting. I'm gonna suggest that you pad it by another $20 or so. Because Sosana, although if we're buying it the first day, we likely won't see any decrease in pricing. I think it's just going to go up and up and up from there. Okay, but down the road, for instance, let's say somebody comes in a little bit later on, they buy $50 worth of Sosana, but then you've got Don, who had bought early, and he now wants to take some profits. And if it dips below $50, then you wouldn't be able to vote. So I want you to pad that a little bit. Now, the $99 conversation, Cheryl, is the membership, which is optional. So let's make sure everybody understands this. A person could just have $50 worth. I'm suggesting you pad it with at least another $20 or so. You could have just the $50 worth, which will still allow you to vote. One,
Mm-hmm.
it will still allow you to know what project won that voting cycle, so that um, uh, before Sosana goes and makes the purchase at 8 p.m. on a Monday night of the token that won the that voting round,
Mm-hmm.
we're all going to know at 7 p.m. who won. Now, for me, every time I'm going to be camped out at 7 p.m. to find out who won, and I'm going to go and purchase some of that token before Sosana purchases it at 8 o'clock. Give me a moment. Let me see if this is Mark texting me. Okay. Uh, okay. Mark was using this as a tutorial, which is what I thought he was doing. Give me a moment. So, and he got rid of it. Good. Okay. So that
Okay, so we could continue to buy Sosana after the launch.
oh yeah. Yeah, Sasana's gonna be here for a long time to come. Yeah, you can always you buy Sosana anytime you want to. What we want to do, Cheryl, is we want to make sure that our community is there at the launch, where likely we're never going to see pricing better than we're going to get at launch. You know, uh,
Okay.
yeah. So, if you can get it, let's say for a penny, and let's say a person's got $70, okay, and they get it for a penny versus getting it for 10 cents. So if I got it for a penny, when it gets to 10 cents, I've just 10 times my outlay.
Okay.
So we want to get as many of our folks in that position where it just has to move a little bit, and all of a sudden you're up 10 times, maybe 20 times. What we show with Keith going from 3910 to 263,000, that was a growth factor of 67.45. So I'm not saying it's going to happen for anybody, but if you took whatever amount you plan to buy Sosana with, multiply it times 67.45, see what you come up with. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's what happened for Keith. And that happened for Keith. I didn't see one single purchase of $10,000. Most of the people that did those purchases, because it was still unproven.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you should see this. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to show you this real quick. I got everybody else. I'm coming to you. What happened to you? What happened to you? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. on the right here, this is the US dollar value of purchases. If it's in green, it was a purchase. If it's in red, it was a sale. 1,200. Okay, that's a decent size purchase. 277. $31. 195. A couple of them that were, $1,000 or more. $2,000 here. But if you go through this, and this is at dexscreener.com, dexscreener.com, put in Sosana, and it'll show you the old contract. And you're not going to find any huge purchases in here. And yet, Keith was up 67.45 times his money. That's the difference between the 39.21 and the 263. You good, Cheryl?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right, got to get to these questions so we can jump on this over Zoom. We're coming out to Tracy. Tracy Lanier. You should be able to unmute. Tracy,
Okay.
there you. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I missed the part on the swapping. What's the slippage need to be set to?
I'm setting my slippage to 20%.
20%, is that cost?
No, what that means is from the time I click the button and it goes to the live market, if the price has changed, I'm saying I'm willing for the price to have changed by 20% from the time I hit the button.
Okay.
Mark suggested last night 10%. I'm just going to double that because I know I'm going to be there when it launches. I know it's going to be starting off at less than a penny. And even if I'm at a penny when I'm getting it, it might be more. 20% from a penny is just 1.2 pennies. I'd rather set my slippage higher and get in than to lose valuable time of the transaction not going through because I didn't set a high enough slippage. And
I
then,
agree.
yeah.
I
So,
agree. Thank you.
you're welcome, buddy. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right. You're going to tell me how to pronounce your name. Hopper.
It's Hooper Nakayo.
Hooper Nikayo. Hooper Nikayo. Hooper
Yes,
Nikayo.
sir.
Got it.
That's
All right.
That's Greek for more than a conqueror.
Oh, I love that. Hooper Nikayo. Okay. How can I help you, my friend?
You know, I'm a little bit of a newbie, so
Okay.
I've been studying and all that good stuff. So when I initially signed up, and I guess the guy who actually sent me his link, who initially told me about it, I downloaded Phantom on the phone, and I went through Robinhood KYC, and he told me that I wasn't supposed to do that. I said I wasn't. So I deactivated Robinhood and erased the Phantom app off my phone. So I installed Phantom app on my computer. Okay, you follow me so far?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when I downloaded it on my computer and then I signed up on his link, affiliate link. So evidently it spit me out something that was based on the old Phantom app, right? So when I signed up on his affiliate link, I think you had told me that, yeah, you just open it up and you can see where your people are and stuff like that. So when I did that, it was showing me 0. And so I was told that you're supposed to connect to log in to see your referrals. So I did that. And of course, so now I have 2 affiliate links. Only one of them show people on it and the other one don't.
Okay. So you've got one link that shows people under it, correct?
Yeah, not a whole bunch of people. I haven't sent it out to too many people yet, just one.
Okay. All right. And is that the one that was on your phone first?
Yes.
So the one that was on your phone is the
Yes.
one that you show someone that is connected to you.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And then
The
I
one that's
added
on
Solana
the
on my second Phantom app
all right.
so
So
I can
you
be
have
ready for launch.
Solana. You have Solana on the one on your computer.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Now, do you have the 12 words from your phone when you
Yes,
registered your Phantom? Okay. So, and so, so you've got Solana stored on your computer, but your affiliate stuff is was on the one on the phone, correct?
that's correct.
Okay. All right. Simple solution. What you want to do now, which do you prefer to use, your phone or your computer?
I would prefer to use the phone, but both
Okay.
of them are on there. It has, two Phantom wallets on.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So what you can do, since you've already started a referral network, even if it's just to one person, use the Phantom wallet associated with that one, the one that where you got somebody referred, because it doesn't matter if it's on your phone or if it's on your computer screen, because you can always go back and load the Phantom wallet that you deleted. It's not gone anywhere. You just need to reload it and bring in your 12 words. So, for instance, when you go to phantom.com, let's say you did that on your phone. You go to phantom.com on your phone and
just went to
you
the
say
App Store.
you say download. Okay, your app store. You say download. All right, it's going to
Hmm.
bring up create new wallet or I have an existing wallet. Click I have an existing wallet. Put your
Yeah,
12
that did.
words in. That
Mm-hmm.
now brings that in. Okay. Now you got the other wallet that's got the Solana. That's cool. All you got to do is send that Solana from that wallet to the wallet on your phone.
I understand what you're saying. The interesting part about it is I have two accounts and they both have the same name as the initial one that I deleted. They both have the same name because the other one, I used my Hoopinakayo link on that one on the computer. So I just was a little lost. I didn't know how to correct that or if I needed to correct that. I didn't want anyone to think I'm trying to scam and have two affiliate links so I can vote twice.
No, that's not going to be an issue, because what's going to happen is you really should only be using the original link that you use, because that we know that's connected to your referrer one, and then two, you have somebody connected to you on that one. All you need to do is to move your Solana from the other wallet to the one that you're restoring by using your 12 words. Did,
Okay. Yeah, because I
did
didn't
that
really
make
want to do
sense?
anything. It makes sense. It's a little convoluted, but I didn't want to do anything because I didn't want to mess anything up.
Well, you can't mess up reestablishing your initial Phantom wallet by using those 12 words. All right. Then it's just all it's going to be a matter of doing is let me show my screen.
Because the other thing, I tried to purchase Solana on my phone with the second app. It made me try to go, it wouldn't read my driver's license. So I said, well, let me try it on my computer. And I was able to purchase on my computer.
See, here's the thing though. You can have that Phantom wallet on your phone and on your computer.
Right. Yeah, I got them both on my phone and both on the computer now.
Yeah, yeah. So the biggest thing you want to be able to do, see, if you've already done the KYC of the one that was originally on your computer, and that's how you bought Solana, okay?
Mm-hmm.
No need to do another KYC. Just buy Solana. If you're buying Solana through Phantom, use that account to buy your Solana and then just send it over to your other wallet. Solana's fees are like minuscule. It's not going to cost you hardly anything to buy from Solana on the wallet that you already have the KYC approval on, and then immediately send it. And I'll show you just how simple it is. It's really, so this really isn't a problem. It's just because you're newer, you maybe didn't know how to do all this stuff. But that's why we have these Zooms. All right. So give me a moment. Let me show you what we'd have you to do. Okay. So a few moments ago, when we first started, I was showing how to set up Phantom. Okay. So let's say that this wallet here, give me a moment. So let's say that this is the wallet that has Solana in it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would scroll
Yes.
down. I would click on Solana. All right. It would show how much Solana I have. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I can't show it because I have no Solana in here. Bear with me. Let me pull up something. See if I can show that.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to use that first one. I said, well, this one I can purchase on, so I'll
Well,
just
you
use
can
account
like I
two.
said, you can purchase it. I don't have any assets in either of these wallets because I just use them for training. So where's my send? Oh, here we go. Right here. All right. So you've got your Solana. You would simply send. So this is the account, let's say, that you've got the Solana in. All right.
Mhm.
So you're going to send from this account to the one that you have set up where you've got someone that's linked to you in. So you're going to come into the account that you have someone linked to you in. You're going to click on receive. You're going to get your Solana receive address. You can copy it right there.
Mhm.
Come back to the wallet that has the Solana. Paste your address in here. Now, obviously, it's going to say insufficient funds. And then you would just simply, whatever amount you have, just click on max.
It'll
Send it.
just send.
And in a couple seconds, your wallet that the system read you as initially, that you have a referral with, that you can see, that wallet is now going to have the Solana in it. But since you've already gone through the KYC process, which sometimes is a little difficult because of the pictures and what have you, I would use one Phantom wallet as my buy wallet. Let me buy assets because I've already gotten the KYC approval there. And then I'll just send it over to my affiliate wallet. And then I would use that other wallet for your Sosana, swapping and holding and all that good stuff.
Okay, so it won't matter at all then.
Nope. Nope.
Mm,
It's not an issue. But and don't be concerned about, well, am I stacking? No, because you're not going to refer anyone to the wallet that you got KYC'd for the purposes of purchasing. So you're good. You just need to make that
Okay,
swap. So
so continue to use the initial affiliate link and not the second one.
that's what I would do because you already have somebody tied to it. If you don't do it that way, then you got to have them re-register. And it's much easier for you to make the little small modification, which is not that big of a deal, than to have them to come back and re-register. Plus, we know that you're under your original sponsor.
Okay.
You
All
good?
right. Well, yeah, that sounds good. I appreciate it because I didn't know what to do.
That's what we're here for.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you're more than welcome, my friend. All right. So I think was that it? All right. Are there any more questions? Don has his hand up, but I think that's from before. Tracy, did you have another question, or was that your hand up from before? I don't see anybody else's hands. All right. Getting ready to jump off. Get ready
No
for
more
lunch.
questions.
Yes, Tracy.
No more
Oh,
questions.
no more questions. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. In 5, 4, raise your hand if you have a question. 3, 2, 1. This was recorded. We'll get it out. It may be tomorrow, early afternoon, but we'll get it out to you. I'm getting ready to jump on. Would love to see your smiling faces on the corporate Zoom. We love each and every one of you. Let's transform this world together, starting with yours. Good night, everyone.